Hey, this is the CA-32 assembly video. By now you have the parts laid out, manual in hand, tools identified. So let's go ahead and start building the main frame first. Those will be parts 1, 4, 3, and 7. So find those parts, we'll get those together first. 1, 4, 3, and 7. Okay, here's kind of a visual how we'll look at the start. You have 1, 7, 3, and 4. Be careful, 3 and 7 look similar. The difference is you're going to have the logo, hopefully here, and the model number down here. But if they're not there in their correct place, let the holes be your guide. So the part that has the 2 holes along the side, that's for the back. You can have the logo face whichever way you want. And the part that has the holes on the top of the unit, that will go up front. And you can have the model number facing in or out, it's your choice. And then part 4, the popper pin will face outward, and then part 1 connects them all together. So let's get going. You do have some curved washers for this build. Just make sure the curved part nestles up against the frame. So it's got to go in the correct way on the nuts and bolts. Once you have the 4 pieces in place, you can bolt them all together tightly. Okay, frame is together. The difficult part will be the seat area in here. So a lot of parts will converge to make the seat pivot back and forth. So take your time on this section right here. Parts 5 and 31 will go together, and parts 2 and 18 will go together. The holes will line up from the face plates to the pads, so you can't make a mistake left or right, top or bottom. You can go ahead and tighten down the bolts on the back of the pads at this point in time. Okay, once those are tightened, the knee pad portion will nestle in between this spot. Do that first, and then we'll bolt the seat pad here. Okay, you want to tighten this down tight enough where it doesn't have play or wobble, but not too tight where it doesn't go back and forth. So if it's nice and firm, can stand up by itself, that's probably the right tension. Something like that should be okay, because your body weight is going to push it easily back and forth. But you want to have some nice firm tightness on the unit. So now let's attach the seat pad, which will go there. Okay, there's the seat pad. Frames together. Let's do the handlebars up front. This comes together as one. There's a piece of plastic, and slide that in. Slide that in. And you can tighten that down. There's the handlebars. Now there's also these rubber stoppers. You've got 4 on the bases and 1 right here. So there are some small little bolts, screws with some small washers. Let's get those guys out. Part of your tools is a small Allen wrench. You will need this Allen wrench to attach the little plugs to the bottom. Okay, on the rubber stoppers, the bolt will go through the rubber stopper, and the nut will go inside the frame. Okay, takes a little effort, but the bolt goes up through the rubber stopper into the frame. Cap it off with a nut. That way you have access to use a crescent wrench to hold the nut firmly. use the Allen wrench to spin the nut, it's tightened. Once it's tight, you can take a rubber cap and he goes right there. Loop the wrist straps through each other. You want the soft pad more to the hand area, and then just slide it over the handlebars. And that is the CA-32 back stretch. Pivot's nice. Any questions? Give us a call.